Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to carry on building the Eddie Stobart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a few issues to do tonight.
Yeah. We're raring to go. We've got all the magazines. We've got all the parts.
Yeah. Got the water ready.
Okay. We're already ready to drop. We are. Yeah, we're ready to drop.
Nice. Well, that chat's not big tonight, up to now, so I'll read it out, and hopefully more come in. First up is Gillian Dodds. Good evening, Danno, Dave, and everyone in the chat.
Hi, Gillian.
Hey, man.
Yeah, and I have Dorf DMC. Evening, everyone. Hi, Dorf.
Hey,
Hey,
Doc.
Dar.
I'm Mark Modz. Good evening, everyone.
Hey,
Hey,
Mark.
Mark.
And that's your chat.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, first off, then we're starting off with 98 tonight, then, aren't we, Danno?
Yep.
Issue 98. Goodness me. So, it's the leaf springs and rear axle. So, fitting the leaf springs and rear axle and other details to the trailer chassis. So, we've got a lot of parts with this one in issue 98.
Yep.
And the list of parts are as follows. So, 9801. It's the rear axle for trailer part 1.
That's that.
Yeah. Is it metal or plastic, that one?
That's better.
Metal. Okay. So 9802, the rear axle for trailer part 2.
There we go.
Yeah. And
That's
is that
a
metal
better
as well? Okay, jolly good. Okay, 9803, left transverse torsion bar.
That's one of these two.
Okay, and I'll say 9804, right transverse torsion bar, because they are the same.
Yep.
Aren't they? So then we've got 9805, left longitudinal torsion bar. So we've got two of them.
Yeah.
And we've got the right longitudinal torsion bar. So 9805 and 9806.
Yep.
Not sure if they're marked left and right.
Not that I can see of, no.
Okay. All right. So then we've got 9807, left rear leaf spring. So that's one of them big springs.
So that's, there we go.
So they could be marked left and right. So we've got 98.8 right rear leaf spring.
Yep.
Okay. And then we've got 9809, left air bump stopper. And that's one of them little round ones, I think.
These ones.
Yeah, and 9810, right air bump stopper.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then we've got 9811, left torsion bar holder.
So these have got letters on, so that's the left one.
Okay, jolly good. And they're going to be difficult to get in, I think.
Yeah.
And then we've got the right torsion bar holder, which is 9812. And then we've got the left rear wheel hub cap and the right rear wheel hub cap.
Which are these two? Yeah.
Little hub caps with little magnets inside, aren't they? Okay. Excuse me. Then we've got 9815, 8 leaf spring pins.
Yep.
Okay. And then we've got DD03 screws. You've got 4 of them.
Yep.
And then DP07 screws. You've got 3 of them.
Yep.
Okay, jolly good. Wow. So there is a little bit more chat if you want to bring that up, Geordie. Geordie. Where's he gone? Oh, I think he's left the studio. Okay, just a minute then. Okay, so let me crack on with this then. Gillian Stott says, good evening, Mark. We've got Ian Campbell who's joined us. He said that very good evening, Darth, Gillian and Mark. So hello, Ian. And, Dave Builds says, good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Danno. Have a great show. Evening to Sir Dave and Geordie. Good evening, Dave Builds. And Darth CMC says, I take it you've got the replacement issue.
Yes. So as you have a last time, we had a problem with these here. So
Yeah.
they both were the same. So I think they were both left.
Yeah.
And we ordered another one, and obviously I had to put it straight on.
Yeah. Okay.
So obviously that's why we're doing this issue this week. This time not.
Jolly
good. To do it.
Yeah. Okay. Jolly good. There was only one part that was different, wasn't there? There was.
Yeah. It was just obviously this one.
Yeah. It was that. Yeah. That spring hanger.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Dave Builds says, evening, Ian, Gillian, Darth, and Mark. And then we've got Lord Peter Webster that's joined us. He says, hi, Danno and Dave S. Hello, Lord Peter.
Hey, Peter.
And Darth says, just a small spoiler, rolling tractor chassis in 105. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, about time. So about time, isn't it? Yep. So Dave Builds says, evening, Peter. And Lord Peter says, hi, Gillian, Ian, Dave, Mark, Geordie, and Darth. And then Max Modz says, evening, Gillian, and Dave, Mac, and Peter. And then Peter says, have you built up to 106, Darth? Okay, and I'm going to leave the chat there. I'll mark it for hopefully when Geordie Dave gets back in. Okay. So his computer must have gone down or something. So
yeah,
he's not even in the studio. So right. Okay, so step one then, Danno. We're going to be fitting the leaf springs. This is obviously on page 4.
Yep.
Okay, and you're going to need.
Is the truck the right way orientation for you?
I think so. Just let's have a look at them.
We're going to eat this head, aren't we?
Where's the little ones? So.
Yeah, I think I need it.
Do you need to spin it around? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ah, yeah, that's it. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So, take the rear leaf springs, 9807, and fit it between the leaf spring holder, 9803, and the dual leaf spring holder, 9404. Note, parts 9807 and 9809 are the same. Okay.
So these two are the same.
So them two are the same. Yeah, that's what it says in the magazine. So you go into the little leaf spring holder and into the big leaf spring holder with the hole upwards. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So, and step 2 says take a leaf spring pin at 9815 and fit it smooth end first through the dual leaf spring holder at 9404 and the socket in the end of the leaf spring 9807, and then through the second hole in the leaf spring holder. So from the outside of the chassis, the smooth part goes in first, and you push that right the way through, so that the rough end ends up into the chassis. Yeah, I don't know whether you might need pliers to finish that off or not, or give it a push with something.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So, and you do the exactly the same on the next one as well. So on that front of there, yeah. So push the smooth end in first, and then the rough end goes in, and hopefully it'll grip.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just the edge of the scissors.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then you'll need to turn the chassis around if you want to, and do exactly the same with the other side. And that will cover steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 on page 4. Yep. And then push your pins in, smooth end first. And that'll bring us up to step 5 once you get that in.
And that's in there.
Okay. So step 5 says this shows the 2 rear leaf springs, 9807 and 9808, fixed in place on the trailer chassis. So that's them 2.
Yep.
Okay. So that brings us on to fitting the axle and torsion bars on page 5. And I think that's the right way. Yeah, I'm just looking at your thing and thinking that's the right way. Yep, that's the way the magazine is. So, fitting the axle and torsion bars, step 1. Turn the chassis around again, which you've done. Fit the shorter part of the rear axle, 9801, across the assembly. Screw holes in part 9801. Align with sockets on the leaf springs, 9807 and 9808. Take care to fit the axle the correct way round as shown.
Like that.
Okay. I think that's the correct way, yes. Yeah, looks like it fits that way, yeah. Just let me have a look down in step 2. Yeah, it looks like that way. Okay. Fit the axle part 9801 in place with 2 PB, which is DP07 screws. At the points indicated, it says. So obviously they're going to the springs. So 2 DP07s. So I'm just going to catch up on the chat because it's rushing away with us. So Ian Campbell says, hi Dave, Matt, Peter, Danny and Sir Dave. Hello. And then Peter says, I built to 106 yesterday. Not fun, in my opinion. Okay. Peter says it's getting very awkward to store now. Yes, that's one of the problems, isn't it? Because it's so long. So that says I've only done chassis parts up to 105, including the trailer attachment springs. They are super fiddly. And then Darth says, so yet to start on parts that come with issue 106. Not looking forward to it. Okay. And Peter says, you ain't kidding, Darth. I had to keep resting my eyes, but glad it's done till the next pack. Okay. And then Peter says, I'm hoping no more pipes in the last few packs. I'm sick of them. Yeah. There's a lot of pipes, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of pipes. So I think I've just had a message from your dad. So Geordie Dave says trouble with neighbours, can't get computer on. That's okay, Geordie. No problem. That's okay. No problem, Geordie. So we've got a message from Mark as well. Just try and bring that up on Mark.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, if you want to jump in, read the chat out, he's more welcome.
Yeah, he's on there, isn't he? So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the chat we've got Penny's Pit Stop. So it says, "Evening, Danno. Hi, Penny. Hope
Hi,
you're
Penny.
okay." We're just messing about with this trailer. We are.
Right, so got that screwed in.
Hello.
Hello.
Dave's muted now.
That's all right. I was just picking up a message from Chris. He saw the message before I did. So
all right, I'll do chat until Geordie gets back.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep.
Right, Danno, where was we up to? Screwing them 2 screws in?
Yep.
Have you done that? Okay.
So
that's step 2. Then we need to turn the page over to page 6 on step 3.
Yep.
And step 3 says take the left longitudinal torsion bar 9805 and fit it between the the tip of the dual leaf spring holder and the sockets on the axle part of 9801. Position the tab circled. Note the position of the tab circled. So these are going to be quite difficult to fit in.
But there's not a tab circled. But there's 2 tabs on here. There's one there and one there.
Yeah.
So does it really matter what way it goes then?
So I'm presuming that one way will hold the screw in more than the other way.
Yeah.
So let's have a look and see how you get that in, Danno. Now, are they matte left and right? Because I thought they was the same.
There's no markers on them that I can see of. Get me glasses.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Do you want to bring up the chat, Mark?
Yeah, okay. So Peter Webster says, hi, Penny. Penny says, hi, Lord Peter Webster. Sorry to disappoint. I'm about to start filming about 100 pipes in issue 105 and 106. Wow.
Oh, God.
And then Penny says, I have to go. Have a great build. See you later.
Okay, Pen.
And then Peter says, I've had a lot of stress with those 2, Penny, but got it done, but not as bad as issue 73. Oh, dear.
Oh.
And then Peter says, bye to Penny.
Oh, not looking forward to more pipes.
No. There's no markings on them.
No markings. Okay. Right. So let's read the instructions again then, shall we? So step 3. Take the left longitudinal bar 9805 and fit it between the top and dual leaf spring holder and the sockets on axle part 9801. Note the position of the tab circled. So it looks like the tab goes inwards, doesn't it?
Yep.
If you look at that in stage 3 on page 6, looks like the tab goes inwards towards the chassis. Towards the center of the chassis, sorry.
Yeah, I've got you now. Right. So they both are the same, but there's kind of a little groove that comes down. So I'm thinking that's what he means.
Right. Okay. Well, I suppose what we can do is pop them in and see if they fit properly, and then And we'll go from there, won't we? So, if you want to put that one in and then put the other side one in, identical, then we'll look at putting them together with some pins. So if you put that one in, we'll put some pins in it and see how it goes. So step 4 of this then says fit a pin 9815 to hold each end of the left longitudinal torsion bar in place as shown. Note the parts 9805 and 9806 are identical.
Okay, that's
okay. So now it tells us that both 9805 and 9806 are identical. So we've just been looking for left and right. Dear, oh dear.
Right, that one's in.
Okay. Right. Okay. So identical to the other side then, Danno. So you need to turn it over and do the other side. And that's steps 5 and 6.
Let's give reports.
That's the trouble. It's so darn big. It's like turning around the Titanic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think you need a few football pitches to turn that around.
Could you imagine how heavy it'd be if it had metal sides and not curtain sides?
Goodness me, yeah. It'd weigh 8 stone. So you put in the smooth end in first then, Danno?
Yep.
And pressing it in until the rough end grips at the other end?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, jolly good. So at least that'll get rid of all them pins then, won't it?
Yeah. So
you tell me when you're done.
there we go. Ready for the next part.
Okay, jolly good. Right. Okay, so step 7 on page 6 is take the second part of the rear axle, 9802, and check how it fits against the first part of the axle, 9801.
Right.
So,
There we go.
okay.
I've got these little cutouts here that these parts fitted.
Ah, right. Okay, so there's a special cutout for them to fit in. Yeah. Okay. So step 8 then says fix the 2 parts of the axle together with 3 DD03 screws at the points indicated by the arrows. So there's 3. There's like 1 on each end and then 1 in the middle. There's a bit more chat, Mark.
Peter Wester says lots of tiny bits in the next 4 issues.
Oh no.
Darth DMC says did wear the tractor chassis and only slightly lighter than trailer.
Oh my god.
And then Peter Wester says just remembered there are more pipes to fit in 107 according to the magazine.
Oh god. Somebody ring the Pope. We're going to need some help.
Right, got the last screw good in. Yep. go.
Right, so okay, so we should have now only 4 parts left. Is that correct?
Well, we've got the magnetic things left and probably with a little pot here.
So, 6 parts then?
Yeah.
No, 8 parts. 8 parts.
Yeah.
8 parts left. Right, okay.
Just stop for 2 minutes. Right, doesn't matter, I found it.
Oh, jolly good. You found it. Okay, jolly good. Right, now then, for step 10, step 9, it says that you've got to take the torsion bar holders. That's them.
Few things, yeah.
9811 and 9803, and 9804 and 9812.
Yep.
Torsion bar holders 9811, 9812. Note that they are labelled L and R. Fit the transverse torsion bars, that's them.
This is L.
Straight bits, yeah, and which are identical into the sockets in the holders. So you'll end up with what should have been 4 pieces, but there'll be 2 pieces once you fit them together. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's have a look. You tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, ready when you are.
Okay, all right. So, step 10 then says identify the slots in the axle, part 9802. There's 2 slots in the center there.
Yep, yeah.
Where the torsion bar holders will be fitted, yellow arrows. Note there are holes in the tabs below the axle where the pegs on the holders fit, green arrows. So there should be like them slots on the axle, which the squared part goes onto, and then there should be holes just underneath the axle where the bars go through. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah, there are holes at the bottom. But I'm just trying to work.
And this is where you've got to get your left and right the right way around.
Okay, so I've got the left one behind. So this is this stage here, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm thinking that's the left one on the wrong side of the chassis. Yeah, that's the left one on that side, yes.
Yeah, because obviously if you put it there, this part here sticks unless it goes that way. Oh, yeah, it goes that way because the bottom part goes at the bottom, doesn't it?
Right, let's just have another little look at the instructions. Yes, I think you're absolutely right there, Danno. Just going to look at 9803, 9811. So 9803 would be 9811. So would that be the left one? I'm sure it would be. Yes, yep. 9811 is the left one. So yes, the one that's it, nearest to you there. So it should fit in there.
Is it just sit in? Because it's nothing.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they just clip in for some reason.
It doesn't feel like.
Peter Webster says you're right, Danno.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, jolly good. Okay, you can bring up the rest of the chat if you want. Well done.
Okay, I'll start bringing that one up because it was relevant. So Peter Webster says there needs to be Samaritan's helpline for part work issues.
Yeah.
Darth DMC says 107 comes with a wheel, but you finish fitting pipes and attach the 5th wheel.
Ah.
We've got Lee in, says hi. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Lee says hi to Peter. Peter Webster says, I'm not looking at any further issues, Darth. I don't want to dreading more pipes until I see them in the packs.
Oh, goodness me.
Peter says hi to Lee. obviously I read that one out, saying you're right, Danno. And Peter says, I glued mine in.
Yeah,
Yeah, that may be an option later on.
I think it will be. Yeah. Christine got up to this issue, and I remember that they are a devil of a job to keep in line. Right. Okay. So step 12 says, similarly, fit the right torsion bar holder 9812 into the slot on the other end of the axle part 982. Note the torsion bars run outwards, which you've done.
Yep.
Okay. So step 13 on page 8 says, okay, so where them bars go underneath the axle, Danno, we have to take the air bump stoppers 9809 and 9810. These parts are the same. Thank you for letting us know. Note the shape of one end with the tab and the peg above. Turn the chassis so that you can access the pegs on the torsion bar holders 9811 and 9812 circled. And then it says for step 14, fit the left air bump stopper 98.9 onto the peg on the left torsion bar holder. This is a push fit connection. And then it says repeat the fit on the right air bump stopper 9810 on the end of the right torsion bar holder 9812. Goodness me.
Yeah, these are just like a key. So
hopefully they'll just snap in underneath.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, to hold
That
them
one
in.
did. Obviously, this is going to be a bit awkward because the way the position of the trailer is.
Yeah. Okay, while you're doing that, we'll get Matt to bring up the chart.
Yeah, okay. So Darth DMC says 108 to 111 are all trailer chassis parts and no pipes, just front axle and support jibs for the floor.
Ah, right. Okay.
And we've got Jackie LFC Gerard, and she says, hello to the host and everyone in chat. Hope you're all keeping well. I'm still not too good because I have a chest infection. Get well soon, Jackie.
Yep.
Get well soon, Jackie.
And then Peter Webster said, I would guess Chris is missing not doing her builds and sewing. I hope things get better for her ASAP.
Thank you, Peter. Yeah, she's definitely missing it. Definitely missing it.
So that's the place now.
Okay, that's jolly good then, Danno. That is completed work. It says the leaf springs and the rear axle and torsion bars have been fitted to the trailer chassis. Store the hub caps carefully until they are needed.
Yep.
Well done. So
to get around this, move in every position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
our
next issue then is issue 99. And do you need time to heat your tire up, Danno?
They're already in the water.
They're already in the water. Goodness me. Okay. Okay then. So issue 99 is outer rear trailer wheel, parts for the wheel rim for the outer wheel for the second pair of trailer wheels are assembled and the tire is fitted. Goodness me. Okay, so there should be just 4 parts to this issue.
Yep.
And there is 9901, which is the tire, which I do believe you've got in some hot water. Yep. 9902, which is the inside rim for the outer rear trailer wheel.
That's right.
9903 is the outside rim for the outer rear trailer wheel.
Oh.
And then we've got DD03 screws times 5.
Yep.
Okay. Let's crack on then. So assembling the wheel rim. Step 1. Take the two parts of the wheel rim, 9902 and 9903. Note there are 4 raised screw sockets on the inside of the rim at 9903 arrows, and it says check how the two parts fit together so that the screw holes in the inside part of the rim 9902 align with the raised screw sockets on the outside part at 9903. Basically, you put the one inside the other.
Yeah.
And make sure that they fit. And then step 3 says you fit them together with 4 DDO3 screws.
Okay, well done. Screwing them in. Just a little bit more chat. So Peter Webster says, I look forward to that pack, Darth. Peter Webster says hi to Jackie. Darth says, me too, Peter, except 107. Peter Webster says, I'm really waiting to fit the cab. It will be safer fitted rather than moving in and out of the tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Peter says, I can't see 107 being any worse than the previous 2, Darth.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, won't we?
That part done.
Okay, so step 4 says the above shows the wheel rim assembled, viewed from the outside. Okay.
Moving
So-
the cushion, because obviously we need to put a bit of pressure on these wheels.
Yeah. So the next one then is fitting the tyre. Step 1, place the tyre in a bowl of hot water. Leave it to warm up so it's supple. And alternatively, you can use a hairdryer to warm the tyre. And it says when the water is cool enough to touch, remove the tyre and dry it and fit it over the wheel rim as shown. So make sure you can squash it in your hand, Danno. Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. And then fit your tyre over your rim.
Right, now, does it go in a special way or they both same things, same? Yeah.
Both them sides. So it's just a case of getting it in there and getting your thumbs working. And if you've had your Weetabix this morning, you should be able to get them on. If not, you'll have to find some spinach.
I forgot how difficult these were.
It's no good me making you laugh, is it? Now we can hear you swearing under your breath now, going, you blasted tyre, get on there. Come on, push it in. It's more a case of getting your thumbs in, I think, and, squeezing around.
Yeah.
And then making sure it goes in even.
I'm yet to see somebody invent a tyre machine for these models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can be a bit difficult, I can tell you. Especially these ones for some reason.
Darth DMC says, I think 107 is the end of the tractor unit since you fit the cab too.
Oh, thank goodness.
And then Peter Webster says, I think Chris and Julie will enjoy fitting the roofing on the doll's house. I found it very satisfying, but more wallpaper to do on plastic next pack, the last piece, I hope.
Okay.
I wouldn't have thought so. Would be the last of it.
No.
Because I thought the bit that comes out, that swings out the door, that might have wallpaper on the inner side of it, but it could just be me. Probably jinxed it now.
I'm not making this look easy, like.
With me huffing and puffing, trying to do it for you, Danno. I'm going like this.
I think I made left the water too long.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. I tell you what we have to do is reboil the water kettle and get this soft again.
Okay. If you want to do that, that's fine. Then Danno, we'll just come up cameras up while you do that.
Yep.
So if you hurry and do that, get your tire in as much warm water as you can.
Yeah.
So they are very difficult to get in if you're not used to it as well, these tyres. And you've got to have really strong thumbs, I've found, getting these tyres in. And yeah, they're just, some of them can be really awkward. So the best ones I've come across, well, the only other ones that I've come across are the Rootmaster ones. And they was dead easy to do because they have like cutouts on the wheel rim. Not a complete wheel rim. So, and once you've got a cutout, you can get 2 lugs in and then just force the other 2 lugs in quite easily. So
I'm just getting complained at.
More chat there.
Yeah, Daphne MC says surely there would be wallpaper on the front wall interior. Oops. Peter says, I never thought of that, Matt. Thanks for filling me with dread. I detest stickers on plastic, but on wood, not too bad.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oops. Oh well.
Dear, oh dear.
Didn't do it. And then Peter says the Stena Lotus tyres nice and easy to do.
Yeah. What have you found any of your tyres really difficult to do, Mark, on yours?
The only ones I've ever found really taxing to do was the white wall tyres for the DeLorean. They were really hard to get on.
Right.
And you couldn't heat them up too much because of the white wall around it was only like plastic. So if you heated up too much, that plastic would come away and you'd damage them.
Yeah.
They were a nightmare to put on. But apart from that, all the rest have been pretty easy from at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah, as I said, the Rootmaster ones were a different kettle of fish because they had cutouts in the rim, which you don't see once the tire's on. And you know, these models aren't meant to be built along the floor neither. So
no.
You know, it doesn't matter that they're, I mean, yeah, they fit nice and you could stand the bus on it and what have you. But,
I think the tires depend on the weight of the model. But the extra ones, they weren't too bad. But if I remember correctly, they were 2 parts of a tire. So you put one part in, then the other, and then screwed them in. So they weren't that hard to do, if I remember correctly. But it was a long time ago since I did them.
Yeah. So I wonder how Danno's getting on. Are you nearly there, Danno?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a little bit more chat, Mark, if you want to bring that up.
Peter Webster says, I buy match pots from B&Q and paint them instead of paper them, LOL.
That's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
Todd says, hello and good evening all. Did I miss everything? No, we're still going, Todd.
Yeah.
Hello, Todd. Yeah, no, we're still going. We've got lots to do yet.
Peter says, hi, Todd. We're hoping Geordie gets back in.
Yeah, now I was watching Todd last night in the Hobbytown Modelers, and I didn't actually show myself, I don't think, but I was watching when you was doing your late night show last night, and it was rather good. I was watching you doing the Ecto 1, Todd, and then several other people in there as well, which was really interesting. So what was the one that Book was doing? Was it like it was like one of them scary movie ones with a skull and what have you, a skeleton, and looked like Freddy Krueger or something. You know, like it was coming out of a treasure box or something.
Goodness knows.
So it looks really, really scary movie type one, which I thought was really good. So, but it had enough at book, and they was trying to get him to carry on with the skeleton, and he couldn't do it. So he left it for another evening, I think. So, but it looked really good, as though it was like part of a diorama for a ghost ship or something.
Yeah.
So it did look interesting. So, are you nearly there, Danno?
Yeah, just about. I can hear my air sizzling.
Don't forget you've got to go into that water to get the tyres out.
Yeah. I've got some.
Oh, you've got some of them, have you?
Barbecue tongs. That's different.
Yeah. He's not cooking burgers, he's cooking model tyres.
Everything that two are modelling.
Yeah, don't shove them on the gas ring though.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little bit more chat.
Yeah. Peter says, I think my VW pack will be here soon, as they took full payment last week, hoping a full pack this time.
Yeah.
And Todd says hi to Peter.
Yeah.
I think I've got 5 part works coming.
Goodness me.
Due to come.
Oof.
Yeah.
Bit more chat there from Todd.
Yeah. Todd says, yeah, cracked through stages 103 to 113 last night on the Ector. Now to go through the pictures and write the pages.
Yeah, that's
I'm not far off mine now. I've got 6 issues to do, and then I've finished my Ector when it's complete.
Yeah.
Right, so their tyres are back in water.
Okay, jolly good. I was going to say, do you want to come back to your bench and we'll build another tyre? We'll build another wheel.
Right. And then
If you do issue 100.
Yep. You can do
So
that.
if you've got the parts out for issue 100, and we'll build the wheel. And hopefully then you can get the 2 tyres put together, can't you?
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Okay, so we'll go cameras down. She's there. Okay, you let me know when you're ready.
Just get the bag. And I'm ready. Yep.
Okay, so parts for the inner rear trailer wheel. The left inner rear trailer wheel is assembled and attached to the outer wheel from the previous issue. So parts supplied are at 101, which is the tyre for the inner front trailer wheel, which is hopefully in the hot water.
Yep.
102, which is it's 102, which is the internal wheel hub mounting.
That's that.
So that's the smaller one. Yeah. So 103, which is the outer rim for inner trailer wheel. So that is the one with the 3 holes in. So 104 is the inside rim for the inner front trailer wheel.
Yeah,
and 105 is the wheel coupling part.
That's right.
Which is the smaller one again with the holes in it. And then we've got DDO 3 screws times 11.
Yep.
And we've got DD 11 screws times 3.
Yep.
Okay, right. So let's see if we can build this then. So we're now on to we're on to 99, but we're going to do issue 90. Sorry, we're going to do issue 99 and 100 together. We're
Yep.
now on issue 100. So, step one then. Take the two rim parts, 103 and 104, for the inner front wheel. Check how they fit together so that the screw holes are aligned. So it's the same as before, Danno, the 4 screw holes. And then it says fix the wheel rim parts together with 4 DDO3 screws. Okay, do you want to bring up the check mark?
Yeah. So Peter says, I'm waiting for the first DB5 pack to come. Wow.
Oh, it's lovely, is that? I wish I could do that, but obviously I can't. So, yeah, it's a lovely car.
We've got Dream Builder in saying, hi, Danno and chat. Checking in. Thumbs up, lads. Thank you, Dream.
Hi, Dream Builder. Thanks for checking in.
We've got Lord Peter Webster says, hi, Daniel. And we've got Horlix saying, good evening. Fell arse over tit and hurt my neck and face planted the floor. LOL. Duh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I hope you're all right, mate.
Oh, dear. Peter says, thanks, Alex. And Peter says, you need to be careful, Alex. I fell over the other day. Both legs black and blue.
Oh, no. It's not very nice falling over.
What is going on tonight?
Well, it's like Chris told me earlier, she nearly fell over, so she's back using her walker again because I don't want to risk her falling.
No.
So hopefully she'll be all right now. She's using her walker again, but it's worrying when you fall often. So, right. 4 screws then, Danno.
Yep. I'm just going around, taking them up.
Okay.
Okay, so Lee says hi to Alex. Alex says, hey, Peter. Alex says, is it a full moon tonight? Question mark.
Maybe. Yeah. Already had problems with Geordie Dave.
And then Alex says, LOL.
Right,
yeah,
so that's done.
Okay, so that's done then. So it's the next step says place the tire 101 in a bowl of hot water to slightly soften it and make it more supple. Alternatively, you can use a hairdryer. So the next part then, Danno, is to get a tire. Take out your hot water, make sure it's supple enough, dry it off, and then try and fit it to the wheel. Okay, and then you need to do the other one as well. So we'll give you a couple of minutes to do that.
So the first one that we're supposed to do before was to dry the inside off.
Yeah. Is it nice and squashy? Oh, yeah. Is it more squashy than it was before? Oh, good. Right. Okay. Basically, once you get one end in, try and force the metal bit in with your thumbs. As though you're squeezing it in with your thumbs. So there is a bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if things are getting better at Geordie's house, because I think these are a bit of delayed comments that have come through.
Oh, okay.
But we've got Gillian back saying, good evening, Ian Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got Adrill Olsen. Sorry if I got that wrong.
Odd Harold Olsen, yeah.
Yeah, it says, hi, everyone. Anyone wanting to build the ET? No, not for me. I don't fancy doing a thing on myself, so, you know. Gillian says, hi to Dave Matt Builds. Horlix says, hi, Lee and Gillian. Lee says, hi, Gillian. And Gillian says, hi, Horlix. So I'm hoping things are getting back on over there.
Yeah, that's not so.
That looks right there. Let's have a look. That looks okay. Just this bottom part here.
Yeah.
Oh, don't come out.
No, don't come out. No, pull it over.
Oh, there we go. Did it?
No, you haven't done that side.
This
That's
this
how-
thing.
That side's not done, no.
Oh,
You all right?
but yeah, just whacked me elbow right off the side. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to phone for compensation here at the moment for injury accident claims for all of us.
Danno, just a minute. You're fastening the tyre off. Get the tyre and force it onto the rim. So yeah, push.
That way.
Yeah, that tyre's got to come. That's it. Now run it round. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now make sure it fits nice and snugly all the way around now.
Like that.
Yeah, that's nearly there. You can see where it's, and then you just might have to roll it slightly just to make it central. That's it. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
On the other side. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And do you want to crack on with the other one?
Okay. Peter Webster says, oh, come on. There we go. Welcome back, Gilliam. Horlix says, the finger in issue 1 looks terrifying. Gillian says, things are okay, speak later.
Okay, Gillian.
Peter says, my wife wants to build the ET, but I got to pay for it.
Go away.
Peter says, when is the ET due to come out? I believe it is this week, Peter, and it will be by Fan Home. Todd says, should be this week sometime, I heard. And Peter says, is it Harshette doing ET? No, it's going to be Fan Home, from what I know.
Yeah. Okay. So where's Danno now? Are you all right, Danno?
Yeah. My dad sent a message on the group.
All right. Okay.
So if you want to do this, you can have a look. So I can't reply.
Everything's okay, so we don't need to panic.
Yeah, we're managing. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So basically, when you go it like that, Danno, get your thumbs on the red bit and force it round. Yes, it's going, isn't it? It's going.
Go on.
And what about the other side? What's the other side like? Yeah, pull that on. And pull that over now. So let's have a look then. You can't be far off now.
And Peter Webster says, cheers, both.
Okay. Turn it over, Danno. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, because that one has like a lip on it. Because it.
Yeah, because it fits into that one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So well done. Right. So that's steps 5 and 6, but it's also covered the other one as well, 98, 99. Yep. So sorry, 99 and 100. Yeah. So next step then is fitting the wheels together. Step 1, and that's on page 5, Danno. So fitting the wheels together. Step 1, take the wheel from the previous issue and check how the rims fit together. 3 raised screw sockets on the inside of the outside of the wheel fit into the recessed screw sockets on the outside of the inner wheel rims. Arrows. Goodness me, yeah. So in other words, put one on top of the other one, the way it fits together, like it shows you in the magazine. So on that step 1, from 99 to 100, and then it says fix in place with 3 DDO3 screws. So do they fit together nicely, and the screw holes all line up?
Yep.
Okay. Just let you get a couple of them in.
So Todd says it would be via fan home.
Okay.
And how many issues is it on the Eddie build?
140. 140, yeah. 140, 140. Well, we're putting you through your paces tonight, Danno.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll have done your part work aerobics by the time you're finished. Okay. So that's next page then. So page 6, step 3. Step 3 says take the internal wheel coupling at 105 and fit it in the center of the inner wheel part 103. And then it says fix in place with 3 DD03 screws. And I think that should be lined up with 3 screw holes in there, Danno.
Yeah.
And that's step 4. So another 3 screws. Are you somewhere near Danno?
There we'll go.
Okay. So they're nice and tight?
Yep.
Okay, jolly good. Right. So step 5 then says take the wheel hub mounting 102 and fit it in the center of the wheel assembly on top of part 105 as shown. This is not fixed in place at this stage.
Well, there we go.
Just resting there. I think you have to look at that bit carefully to get it the right way around. But we'll check that in a minute. Don't worry about it right now.
Yeah. Right. So obviously the next stage I've got to get the chassis back over.
Yeah. The next stage you'll need the chassis, which is fitting the wheels to the chassis. Any chat, Mark?
Yes, just a couple. John's model making says, evening Danno and all in chat. Evening, John.
Evening, John.
Hi, John.
Horlix says hi to John. And we've got, I'm just going to say, yeah, Olsen says, anyone who know if Harshek only coming with the Lancaster this year?
Probably December, is it?
Yeah, it's at the end of the year.
Yeah, it says the end of the year, and as far as we know, it's only Harshek that's doing it at the minute. Yeah, it will have to remain to be seen whether Agora models pick it up or not. I would imagine that they would have to look at its popularity first before they do pick it up, if they do. But yeah, it looks like a lovely build, that Lancaster Odd Arrow. I think it will be one of the biggest builds in place of size and everything. So yeah, and that will probably be another 140 builds, even though it's not come out yet, so we can't really tell how long it'll be.
With the Spitfire's anything to go by, and we know how big that is now. And the Lancaster has a bigger plane, so it's going to be twice the size.
It's going to be big, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be big. Okay then, Danno. So, fitting the wheels to the chassis. So we've got a double pair of wheels now, haven't we? Fitted together.
Yep.
Okay. So looking at the chassis, yeah, it needs to be nearest to you. So take the trailer chassis from issue 98 and the wheel hub mounting from the previous steps. So you need that center mounting. And it says step 2, it says note that the internal wheel hub mounting under note 2 is labelled with an L. So it should have an L in the middle there somewhere. On your wheel hub. No, it's got an L. Okay. Yeah. So the dish part looks like in step 3, the dish part looks as though it comes outwards. So the other way, Danno. So the dish part outwards.
Oh, right, yeah, got you. Like that.
Like that, yeah, that's the way it looks in the magazine. So it says place the trailer chassis assembly upside down and on your work surface, fit part 102 onto the left and rear axle and the center part of 102. It's shaped to fit over the end of the axle and the transverse torsion bar. So I think it fits. There's a little hole in the transverse torsion bar. Is that correct that it's fit into? Yep. Okay, jolly good. And it says fits into the hole near the rim part of 102. This is a push fit connection. And then it says for step 4, with the wheel hub mounting 102 in place, take the wheel assembly from the previous steps and fit it to the end of the axle. And then it says step 5 says fix the wheel in place with a DD11 screw.
Yeah.
Okay, there is some more chat if you want to bring that up, Mark.
Yeah. Okay, so John's Model Making says hi to Horlix. Peter Webster says hi, John. John says hi to Peter. Peter Webster says can't see anything with ET on a fan home yet.
Okay.
Peter says Nexus Kev said Lancaster is a Christmas release. Well, yeah, it's like the back end of the year, isn't it? So
yeah.
John's Model Making says Fanmon are at the New York Comic Con soon and may introduce ET there. Peter says, have you done 105 and 106 Eddie yet, John? John says, I have, Peter, out tomorrow. And then Peter says, how did you find them? I had lots of time out with them.
There we go.
Okay, so is that in nice and tight?
Yep.
So that's your first wheels on your model there, Danno. Because we haven't got any other wheels on. Yeah, you're getting tired now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's step 5. Let's see what else we've got. Step 6 says turn the chassis around so that you can fit part 9302, labelled with an R, to the right-hand side of the chassis axle, and the right transverse torsion bar is pushed in place. So you need to turn it over and then find your other dual wheels which you've fixed together in an earlier issue. And then the center of the axle drum needs to go on there first.
So it's this one here, isn't it?
Yep. And you need to fix that piece on first. Is that exactly the same as you did the other side? That's the way. And make sure it fits into the groove. Fit that on there and fit it with a DD11 screw, like you did the other side.
There we go.
Okay, is it nice and tight?
Yep.
Okay, well, you have two magnetic hubs that came with issue 98, so you can put both them hubs caps in now because they are just magnetic. So if you do need to tighten them up, you can take them off at some point to tighten the wheels back up again.
And they're into place there.
Okay, and that's completed work, Danno. Well done. The second rear twin wheel has been assembled and the wheels have been fitted to the rear axle of the trailer. Well done.
Well done.
So we're on to issue 101 then.
Yeah, and the water's cooled down, so I'll have to boil the kettle again.
Okay. Okay, we'll boil the kettle and then we'll do issue 101. And in the meantime, we'll have some chat brought up.
Yeah, okay. John's Model Making says 1 or 2 issues, Peter, with the tie, rod and screws. Peter says, same here, John, very iffy to get in place. John's Model Making says, Danno doesn't have dandruff, LOL. Peter Webster says, must use head and shoulders, John, LOL. John's Model Making says, LOL, Peter. And Peter says, good building, Danno.
Yeah, he's done well. He's done well and he's going to do even better. So you have got the next 2 issues there, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've got 101 and 102. So if you want to put both them tyres in the hot water, then if you like, we'll do issues 101 and 102 all together.
Yep.
Okay.
Obviously, the kettle's boiling at the moment, so I'll give it a yarrow for that. And we could do what we did the last time and just basically put these pots together.
Yeah. So if you want to take out the tyres and then get them into the hot water as soon as you can.
What gets me about this build is, I'm not building it, but looking at it from the outside, you've put the trailer wheels on before the cab wheels.
Yeah.
How long have you had the cab wheels for?
Right, a long time. It's since issue 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that you're making the trailer wheels, putting them on, but you haven't put the cab wheels on yet.
Yeah, since issue 1, I think we had a cab wheel. So,
oh dear.
And that's worse than the Route Master, because the Route Master bonnet we got in stage 1, step 1, and we didn't put it on until issue 65, and so it's worse than the Route Master in that respect, because there's 100 issues before it goes anywhere near, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right. So we'll have a look at building these parts up then, Danno, when you're ready.
Right. Yep.
Okay. So we'll do issue 101 first. And that's the one with just 2 bits. Okay. Yep. So 101.01, you've got the tyre, which you've got in your hot water. 101.02, you've got the inside rim and the outer for the outer trailer wheel, and 101.03, you've got the outside rim for the outer front trailer wheel, and then you've got DD03, you've got 5 PM screws, 5 DD03 screws.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're putting them together. Let's go to step 2. Step 1, step 2. Yeah, put them together and check how the parts fit together so that the screw holes inside the rim line up. And then step 3 says fix the parts together with 4 DD03 screws. Okay, there is a little bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. So Todd says, looks like a big back scratcher on your desk.
Yeah.
Odd Harold says, I will say thank you for all the good part work build videos you make. Mark's Part Word Live is a very good show. Thank you. I also have a Blue Master for my Root Master, and
Very
I was
good.
also happy to get it working. So thank you. Thanks for the good work, Horlix. John has started the U-Boat build. It looks like a great build. Every week you guys do my hobby better. I build Disney Doll's House, Moomin House, and Iron Man. Now I would like to build the ET. Wow, thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much.
And Peter Webster says, front steering wheels built first and last to fit apart from the last two doubles on trailer.
Yeah. It's crackers, isn't it? It's absolutely crackers. Yeah, so that'll be what, issue 105, 6 or 7 or something. So like, goodness me, yeah, that'll be like you don't use that for first one until we get.
So I'll go get the kettle out.
Okay, let
2 minutes.
Okay. No problem. So yeah, it's absolutely crackers waiting all this time to get these wheels done for the cab. Yeah, well over 100 issues, 105, I'm guessing, issues. So like 104 issues. So that's 104 weeks since you get the first wheel. Yeah, that's absolutely bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely.
You fit in the trailer wheels before you built the cab wheels. If somebody had said to you that before you started building, you go, no way is that ever going to happen.
Yeah, I think they've done it though to save people just building the cab, and they've made people build the whole build, haven't they, rather than just building the cab. So
it's not just that though; it's storing the parts.
Yeah, it's storing the parts. I mean, yeah, it's not a problem to me, but I would imagine to some people storing the parts is going to be very difficult. Especially with them being really big builds in the first instance.
It all depends how many builds you've got going on the go, for how you want to store the pots.
That is correct, Danno. Yeah, that is absolutely correct. So, are you back, Danno?
Yep.
Okay, do you want to build the next wheel then?
Yep.
Okay, so we're doing the inner front trailer wheel now then. So it's the left inner front trailer wheel is assembled and attached with the outer parts. So we've got 102.1, which is the tyre, and that's in the hot water.
Yep.
We've got 102.2, which is the internal wheel hub mounting, which is the little plastic bit. Yeah. We've got 102.3, which is the outside rim for the inner front trailer wheel, which is the big one with 3 holes in. Yeah. We've got 102.4, which is the inside rim for the inner front trailer wheel, which is that one. Yeah. We've got 102.5, which is the wheel coupling part, which is the small one. Yeah. And we've got 11 DDO3 screws.
Yep.
Which is them. Yeah, okay. So this is issue 102. And first thing we're going to do then is put the wheel and the outer rim and inner rim together. And so you'll be using 4 DDO3 screws to screw them together in the normal manner. Just looking at the way you've got the right, you've got the right way around. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we'll let you screw them up. There is a bit more chat, Mark.
Yep. So Horlix says, thank you. Glad you got it all rigged up and enjoying it. Drim says, still listening, aka lurking. Peter says, I have a room full of 72 issues of Titanic in black packets. I regret getting it now, to be honest. Oh, why is that, Peter?
Yeah, it does take up a lot of room, doesn't it?
Yeah. Peter says, you found a comfy bush, Daniel, LOL. And Jim says, if I did, I'd be sleeping, LOL.
Yeah, Daniel and his bush. Yeah, we've read a lot about that. So yeah, what I've done with my man and Christine's Titanic is that we've taken it out the packaging, and the boxes we've put in one of them big long plastic boxes, and we're storing it in there all together. And then the magazines, we've just put the magazines in the binder, and then when we've stopped getting the binders, we've just put the magazines loose. So it's taken a whole lot of space out the way, which is brilliant. You know, you've just got to have a big enough box to put your boxes in. The Titanic comes in boxes, not in bags of parts. So once you take them out, you know, we've marked the boxes. Even though the boxes are marked, we have marked the boxes with a big black pen, so that we can, when we come to it, we can find the parts easy enough, and then build it. So yeah, we're looking forward to building it, but it won't be for a while yet. So you've done that then, Danno.
Yep.
So I think now then is the time that you need to be putting your tyres on your wheels.
Yeah,
And it
so
doesn't matter which tyre goes on which wheel.
To the first issue.
Okay, it doesn't matter which tyre goes on which wheel because they're both identical.
Yeah.
And as before, you need to take it out with boiling water. Make sure it's nice and squashy, and make sure it's dry. And then pop it on, and we'll have them muscles like Popeye before you know it.
So let's get that bit like that.
So a little bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah, so Peter Webster says, I just don't seem to get the interest in Start the Titanic. Not sure why. I'm just not feeling it yet. Okay.
Yeah.
And Peter says, how many issues Titanic do you have to build, Dave?
I have to build it all because we've not built any of it yet. So whatever issue we're up to, is it 82 or something? I don't know. So right from number 1 to present 1, because we haven't built any of it yet. So
there you go.
Okay, is that side? Yeah, and that side. Yeah, it's just not quite on. Just right, you can just see a little bit.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, you happy with that then? Okay, jolly good. So you need to go on to the other one. So this is the part of the build that says you put the tyre in the hot water and let it warm, and then you put the tyre on the wheel. And he's doing that with both wheels now. So we're doing we've done issue 101, and we're now doing issue 102.
After tonight, you'd be quicker than Quick Fit.
You will. Yeah, we haven't touched any of it yet, Peter. So we're in the same boat as you.
Peter says, at least I'm not alone with the build then, Dave. Will you be doing build videos?
No, we'll just be doing it off camera and doing updates.
There we go.
You're getting quicker, you see, Danno. Yeah, how's about that then? Right, okay, so you know what we need to do now then. We need to put them together, and there is 3 screw holes that line up together. And it says take the wheel from assembly from the previous issue and check how the rim fits together. 3 raised screw sockets on the inside and the outside, a rear screw sockets on the inside and the outside of the inner rim arrows. Fix them together with 3 DDO3 screws.
Jim says, I'd love to get my hands on a kit like this.
Yeah, it's only available through Hachette Partworks at the minute. But it's a long way through. It's actually 105 issues, I think it is through, and it goes up to 140 issues. So it'll be finished by June of next year, apparently. So unless somebody's selling a kit or a part built kit, yeah.
Or Gora takes it over when it finishes.
Yeah, it's quite possible that Agora models may take it over, depending on how they feel about it.
Yep.
So you've got that done then, Danno? They're nice and tight?
Yep.
Okay, so you need that other bit putting in then. It says take the internal wheel coupling and 10205 and fit it to the center of the wheel rim. And it says fix in place with 3 DDO3 screws.
There you go.
Okay, jolly good. Okay, so once they're nice and tight, you just pop your center of your wheel in there, the hub wheel, and that is completed work. And the front left twin wheel of the trailer has been assembled. Well done. Phew. So that is 102 completed then, Danno. Well done. So there's that and your chassis that we finished off tonight. If you want to bring your chassis back into screen, and then people can see what you've done.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was too quick.
Yeah. So there we go. Obviously, they were seen, putting the 2 wheels on.
Yeah.
And we've just completed another 2 wheels ready to go on.
Yeah. And they'll go in front of them ones.
So that goes there.
Go there somewhere. Yeah. They'll go there somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So well done. And that gives you an idea of how big this chassis is for the trailer. There you go. So
it's quite
massive. It is massive.
Longer than the Root Monster.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, that's certainly longer. So there we are, all done and dusted. So we'll have the chat brought up and then we'll change cameras.
Yeah, okay. So Lord Peter Webster says it's been a great build, Danno, very enjoyable.
Thank you.
Peter says 34 issues left now.
Yeah.
Jim says, yeah, been in on and of watching.
Jolly good.
Peter Webster says, you can turn up those muscles when those wheels are fitted with the trailer, Danno. And then John Miller Model Making says, great build, Danno, only 2 tyres left to go.
Yeah.
And then Drim says, best pants ever. I want them. Where's he looking there? And It says, good show and a big thumbs up. Well done to you all.
Okay. Right. So, what's happening this week then, Danno? Do we know? So tomorrow night, I think we've got the Titanic on tomorrow night, haven't we? At 7 p.m.
Yep, 7 o'clock. Obviously, we've moved it forward because the Eddie Stobart's not going ahead.
Yeah, because Christine's probably at the minute. So, so that'll be tomorrow evening then, the Titanic build on your channel and Geordie Dave's channel.
Yep.
So then that'll bring us to Wednesday. Goodness me. Wednesday must be the MCC UK builds then, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Wednesday MCC UK, and that'll be at 8 p.m. So, and come and join us on there and see what we're all building. Plastic models or part works or something else different. So you'll find something on there that hopefully will entertain you on the MCC UK, 8 o'clock Wednesday evening. So, and for the rest of what's happening in the week, it'll all be in the schedule, and the schedule will be on the Facebook pages. Okay, so what else can we say then? We can say, well done, Danno. I mean, that's been a mammoth build tonight.
Yeah.
And you've done it. You was really sweating about them tyres, though, weren't you? But once you get the hang of them, it's just a case of using your thumbs more than anything else. So it's just a case of getting used to them. So, and you've still got another 2 to go. Or possibly 3.
Yeah.
Right. So, if you don't mind, then I'm going to say a good night to everybody in the chat. I'm going to say thank you ever so much for joining us tonight. Danno's been absolutely ace. He's done marvels with his builds these past couple of weeks because he's been doing all sorts of everything. He's been doing his Enterprise and his Batman and his Eddie Stobart, and he's getting on really well with them all. So pop along to his channel to have a look and see what else he's done if you're interested. So, and I'll leave you for now, and I'll see you all on Wednesday evening. So good night from me.
Okay, I'll good night. Like I said, I only obviously stepped in because your dad went off, Danno, so just to help Dave out with the chat. But thank you for all your lovely chat. We've just got 3 more, which I'll read out. Oh, 4 more, actually. Peter says, good night, all. Till next time, take care. Thank you, Peter. John's Model Making says, night, all. See you soon. Thank you, John. Jim says, cheers, lads, Danno, Dave, and Mark. Marky Mark. Thanks, Jim. And Jim says, good night to Danno, I think that is. Or might be to be Geordie. So
Geordie Dave,
so good night, and hopefully there won't be any problems next time with your dad. And I'll catch you all next time.
Got a good build tonight. Thank you all for stepping in. I've just done recording my Batman, so that should be out by Wednesday. So watch out for that. And like I say, catch us tomorrow night with the Titanic. So, night all.
Bye now.
Good night. Take care now.